Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Small Business Management. It's great to have you back. Hey, I just want to let you know that I've read through everybody's discussion post from week 1, and I want to say what an awesome start you have made for this class. Great job, everyone. I really enjoyed reading the post, and hopefully I've provided you opportunities to think even a little deeper regarding what you shared with us, and so I just want to tell you, great job on that. It really is an excellent start to the course. So with that being said, let's jump right into week 2 and find out what we're going to do this week as we continue on with your small business plan. And so this week, our learning objectives are looking at social responsibility in a small business. One of the best examples I like to think of is Tom's, the shoe manufacturer. Even though they are a huge business now, they started out as a small business, and their social responsibility of providing shoes for children in third world countries for every pair of shoes that are purchased here was a great example of social responsibility. Then we're also going to look at ethics in a small business, which is very important. And then we're going to look at your strategic planning process, and then explaining the importance of developing a competitive advantage with that. And we're also going to look at continue on with your small business plan, and we're going to review the beginning components of that, especially the environmental analysis and competitor analysis. So for your reading resources, I strongly encourage you to read Chapter 3 in the Harvard Business Review Entrepreneur's Handbook. You've also been provided a link to the U.S. Small Business Association, again, regarding how to write your business plan. There is a great case study called Less Than Mighty Fresh, Confronting Supermarket Food Waste. And then there's also an ebook provided for you to help you out with conducting a SWOT analysis. So you'll want to read chapters 1 and 2 of Strategy. Create and implement the best strategy for your business. So again, what we're going to look at is your strategic planning and the process used in identifying the direction you're going to take your business. It's always good to know where you want to go to begin with before you ever start. It's just like a roadmap for your company. And again, social responsibility. This involves the obligations that your business has to maximize the positive effects on society, just as I mentioned with Tom's. Great example. And then at the same time, you want to minimize the negative effects. It could be environmental, it could be socially, it could be culturally, whatever. And in ethics are rules of moral values that guide your decision making. And you can think of this as understanding the difference between right and wrong. And business owners, you have your own personal values. We all do. And it's very logical for you to bring those values into your company. Your company is an extension of you. So your first priority will be looking at this strategic planning process. And you'll start out with a mission statement that is usually just a sentence that gives you the direction in which you want to take your company. You'll assess the internal as well as external environments that your business will operate in, and you'll look at conducting a competitor analysis. You want to know those competitors inside and out. And then we'll start looking, you'll become a little more acquainted with the business plan. And this is going to be a document that, again, we're working on throughout the entire 8 weeks that will tell the reader your business objectives, when, where, why, and how. And the reader, keep in mind that this reader could be an investor, Could be a banker that you're trying to get a loan, a representative of the SBA, or could be potential partners. So you want to be able to thoroughly and effectively explain your business through this business plan to convince them to give you that loan or invest in your company or become a partner, whatever it is, the purpose that you're using it for. You'll start out with a discussion post this week. And again, like I said, your discussion posts were awesome last week. You did a great job. And so this week, you're going to look at what ways a company should demonstrate social responsibility, ethical behavior, and good corporate and community citizenship. How can we not just focus on making money, but supporting the community around us? And that could just be local or it could be globally. You'll use a company that you know of. Again, it might be the same company you used from week 1. It might be somebody else. It could be large or small, and to help illustrate your views. And then in milestone 2, your written document, you're going to actually do the environmental and industrial analysis. So ultimately what you're doing is you're doing a SWOT. SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I'm sure you've probably done this in other classes. So, and you're going to look at the environmental and in the industry as a whole. The internal section is a focus on your strengths and weaknesses. And remember, these are things internally that your company has complete control over. Your strengths are things that your company does really good, and the weaknesses are things that you could do better, you can improve on. The external section of your SWOT assesses what we call opportunities and threats. And you're looking at trends and changes of things that are going on outside of your control. And this could be political, it could be environmental, it could be cultural. It could be the competitive analysis, legally, technology, these things that you can't control that might help you if you take advantage of them, or could hurt you if they provide a negative effect on your company. And you really, really need to know these things. And you're going to also then do an industry analysis, and you'll focus on the industry within your business that you operate. So, going back to Tom's, they would focus on the shoe manufacturing company. Fitbit focuses on the health industry and changing, the changing trends in using electronics and digital means in order to improve your fitness and health, things like that. If you're looking at a restaurant, you're looking at the restaurant industry, right? Okay. So your essay should be about 800 to 1,000 words in length. That's a couple pages, maybe 3, double-spaced. And this, of course, is graded separately, but you use that final project rubric, and I'll use that to provide you feedback. So, be sure to use that rubric, because as you're seeing, these little individual parts are building into your overall small business plan. So, and then I will provide you feedback and you can make adjustments. As for this week's assignments, I will grade discussion posts first. I'm not sure if I will get them all completed today, if not by Tuesday. And then I'll jump into reviewing your milestone 1 assignments. And so best of luck this week. And I've already had several of you reach out to me through email with questions. That's awesome. And I totally encourage you to continue doing that. And I can't wait to see your discussion posts on this week and read through your assignments from last week. Have an awesome week. And as I said, best of luck.